didn't know that.
Well, it was funny. I mean, your mind kept racing through this whole thing. I'll tell you that. They kept you busy. I don't, really, when all this in its heyday was going on, I don't think anybody was unbusy.
No, we were very busy.
You know, I mean, I would have a little 5-minute thing happen here, and this thing would go off and last for weeks with people. You know, I could go back and do whatever I was doing. You know, it was very strange. I could have a pretty normal life, yet, you know, because, I don't know, it didn't seem to bother me or upset me to any great degree. But it would just amaze me at what people would do with this thing. You know, one person would sit down with their little notebook and tablet, and they'd start to write out something and jump over and grab the person next to them. Did you see that? Did you see that? You know, I remember that day. That about blew the heck out of me. I'm sitting on the floor telling them a little bit about this story, and they're looking all around me seeing things. I look behind me, I don't see nothing. I look over here, I don't see nothing. Pretty soon you scratch your head, you go, are these people for real? You know? And then, of course, then they leave, they go to wherever they're going to go, and my God, all kinds of things started happening to them. They started seeing things, having weird experiences, and for weeks and weeks and weeks they're going down the road with us. They're happy as hell. You know? I think the only reason they contacted me is that so I can give little bits to everybody out there just to keep their adrenaline flowing for a while. Must have been, you know. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I sure wish we'd built more Nors, though, you know. That we can still do. We can build Nors. We can build all the Nors we want. That all the way up to level 10. No problem with building Nors. That whole thing, because it got out there, it became real, and it became sort of touched and felt, and, you know, that see me, feel me, touch me story. That's something that's very much there, all the way up to the point of, well, to use it as a cybernetic translator for quantum physics, to the point where the displacement part I was telling you about, it's still there. That part won't go away. I got some parts up here that they left me with. They're feasible. You can do that in today's society someday. I mean, the more you can do. There's a lot of it that you can't do much with.
Would you like to
Not
do
ready.
that? Would you like to do that in later years?
Hmm.
What would you do if you had your wish come true with the Nor? What would you do?
You know, I think what I do is start all over again like we did with Easter Seal. You start with children, you know, young children that have physical handicaps and speech impediments and hearing problems and vision problems, and start working with, you know, with kids and young adults. And in some way start with that to build this thing up. Then work with it in physical services. In some way the same thing, you know, just to let it be as a tool to help, and then start building and take from that. You got to have a starting point somewhere, and bigger and better units that would even do more, combining the technology each time, to the point where when you start introducing sound and lights and meanings to this stuff, that you can go with this and open up your mind. Well, the ability of being able to use your mind to create energy that you can direct and force into an area, create something out of your own head and have it become real. You know, so like I said, like Star Trek, you know, like having your own built-in holodeck. You know, the thing is, it is definitely real. There's something funny about being able to take this and slip into another dimension, and then when you revert back, you've got something you can hold in your hand, very tangible. But I think the Nor was meant for a tool for, I really do, I think the Nor was mostly meant for a tool to just help people, help themselves, you know, put their lives back together again. And I'd get a kick out of doing just that alone, just being able to build things that would help kids and adults, you know. I wonder whatever happened to our two, you know, the two kids that were involved in this, the two psychologists way back when. I know they quit Easter Seal because they didn't get the funding they needed. I know they took off and they started riding bicycles. They were riding a bicycle all the way from one coast to the next coast. I guess we got 3,000 miles riding a bike and 3,000 miles riding a bike back. They get, what, they get 300 miles from home, and the guy calls them on, or I guess they called home. And by then they had raised all kind of money for Easter Seal. And they were only looking for, I think their project was only looking at $5,000 to buy a, here we go again, a host computer. That's what they were going to build. Brad, remember? You know, he wanted to build a host computer that would run the entire show, including hooking in the Nor as one of the tools. So it'd be like an octopus. You've got this main thing and all these branches off of it. So the director of Easter Seal tells him, well, I'm sorry, all this money you raised, which was We're talking in thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. They needed it all to pay for their advertising that year.
Ugh.
So they got nothing. In fact, they had nothing in their project. This had been going on for, what, 2-3 years. Every year there was another story, and they couldn't get funding for their project. They had a hard time working with the kids and having all this equipment just sitting there, but nothing to really power it, nothing to run it. Everything they were doing was being done manually. The NOR was the only thing they could use at that time, you know, that was real and tangible to help the kids. But to not have the rest of their funding, it was sad. So they both quit. They just quit Easter Seal. They finally got tired of playing the games, I guess. They quit. They took off. Called us up one day and said, "Well, do you think that Cal State Fullerton is still interested in the NOR? Because if they can use it and do something with it, better that they do, because we're not going to be able to. We're going to leave Easter Seal. We're going to just." I don't know what they did. They just plain quit. They might have very well given up on their careers. I don't know. They were pretty young, in their early 20s, both of them, and they were very dedicated. Yeah, so I guess we'll do that. We'll just build more mini NORs. I still want to build the small one. You know, you can use it yourself every night before you go to bed. You know, when you wake up in the morning.
You think that your knowledge, being able to go into another dimension or dematerialize something, how do you relate to that now that you did that and were able to do that, like to make the rock come and go?
Oh, those were fun times. I think that rock came and went from the strangest of places and reappeared in the strangest of places. Well, God, you should know that yourself. How many times did you have to go outside your room to find the same rock? 1 minute the rock's there and the rock's gone. That was part of it too. You know, being able to dematerialize a solid object by just using your mind and having it transport itself to where you want it to, and put it down. Doing the same. Well, I don't know if it's really interdimensional for a while there, but then again, you have to have something solid. Doing that with your own being, your own body, well, that would take some training. It isn't something you can just do overnight. That was, again, all this stuff off of the NOR, these other machines. You know, I think, you know, this host computer that would someday be built out of all this, a NOR would have to be a little peanut in the corner again, a little teeny peanut, just sitting over there with all the rest of the peanuts put together. And when you got the whole thing, then you've got something you can do something with. But you got to guess by this time we're talking like hundreds and thousands of people that'd be caught up in this thing, working with it and making it all happen. That's why I think, you know, half this stuff has only worked at some of the projects I've been on, because it's not just me; it's other people working with me. You know, and you don't really want to go out there and steal the show. You know what I mean? There's a lot of times when I'd like to steal the show, because, you know, there's more you know and more you can do. But, you know, you can only go so far with this. You don't want to, you know. It's like it's very hard to bask in all the glory. I'd rather just not bask in the glory, but to be a piece of the team. And the team is enjoying the glory, not just one person. I don't think I got much glory out of this at all. More like a pain in the ass. Hello, Lobo, you want to be on TV? This is my dog. He sneezes on command.
Go ahead and make him sneeze.
Well, sneeze, Lobo. Well, tell me. You got to say ma first. You got to give him a biscuit or something to get him to do that. Oh, he's doing his other trick. This is called rubbing his rear end against me. He thinks I'm an itching post. Lobo, can you sneeze for me? Sneeze. Sneeze. Well, sneeze for me. Well, sneeze. Sneeze. Well, I know you can talk. Sneeze. Sneeze. Achoo. Achoo. Here's your big chance, dog. Sneeze. You gotta show your little weenie to the world. He's so romantic, isn't he? I'm sorry. Come here.
Sneeze.
Turn the thing off a minute. Give me a biscuit. Really, Marla, get me a little treat. Would you? Well, right straight in the kitchen there. Yeah. Don't mess up my fringe. I tell you, you really don't want to wear this shirt near anything, or, you know, like anything.
We're done.
Too much fringe. Good.
Hopefully it'll be the last time.
Ginger, knock it off.
I don't want her scratching up our dog. Oh, thank you. Okay, dog, you're on TV. Now, how do you win the pose?
Well, that's not too bad right there.
Come here. Turn around.
Yeah, sideways would be best, yeah.
There you go. Lopa. Turn around. Turn around. Come over here. Come over here. Sit down. Sit down. Sneeze for Daddy. Sneeze. 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 Big sneeze. Good sneeze. Good sneeze. Dog sneezes. Isn't that good? Sneeze. A little snot comes out of his nose. We got him to crawl. He was doing that for a while. He'd crawl and sneeze and crawl and sneeze and crawl and sneeze. He got about, 2 or 3 little sneezes. He got one big sneeze.
You did a lot. Riley, you want to say anything?
Want to pray? Put your head down. Pray. Oh, this is really all wrong. Come here. Here, use this knee. Get up here. Put your head down. Say prayer. Say Amen. Say Amen. You want this little treat? Say Amen. 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 Oh, come on, talk to me. Come on, tell the Lord you're happy. Say Amen. Come on, talk to me. Amen. 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 Close. You like that? Say Ma. Ma. You talk. Talk to me. I can't hear you. Ah. Ma. 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 Yeah, he does do better on some